Your mission, should you choose to accept it this month, Scorpio, is to play the game. What do I mean by that? Let's talk about it. Hey, welcome to Zero's Journey. I'm Madeline, if we haven't met before, and if you're back, welcome, welcome. So, we're going to get into the story of your month in October, Scorpio, but first we got to start with your mission statement from Spirit, which this month is the universe. So, Spirit said something to me real loud the minute that I pulled this card for you before we got started. So, you can see the hand here with their strings. You can see the earth beneath. You can see it radiating, all that energy. It's almost Scorpio season, right? It's Libra season. What does that mean? That means that as, the planets travel around the clock and the sun is right about to enter your sign, it's in that 11 p.m. just before midnight change, right? So it's in that final house in your chart right before it enters Scorpio, which will mean that you're in the spotlight, you step forward, etc. When the sun is in that 12th and final house, before it enters your sign, it examines and asks us to examine all of our stuff. The past, skeletons in the closet, memories we've shoved underneath the bed because we didn't know what to do with them and didn't want to deal with them at the time. It's time to sort through some things. It's time to gain some understanding. And when Spirit says they want you to play the game in October, what they mean is, think of, what if your life was a video game? And the level that you're playing now is not where you're staying and not where you're stuck, but a level that you need to pass, right? So if any of you have ever played video games, as I have, then you know that there are some times when you get to a level where it's like, what the fuck? Like, I've tried everything, like I've hunted in every corner, I've tried every different strategy, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, it's difficult to pass, right? Because there's maybe some trick to it or some undiscovered portal or something that we need to run into, right? What can we do? We can throw the controller down and get pissed and we can stop playing. We can do that. But that means that in life terms, we never get out of this level. So what do we need to do? We need to play our level. We need to play the game. So Spirit is asking you, can you, for the month of October, act as if, pretend, let's say, like, well, what if life was a game? What is this level teaching me? Again, when we play games and we level up, it means we gain a skill or gain a power or gain more points in health or in defense or in power or in spirituality or whatever, right? We gather points, we level up. There is something in the level that you're at that offers you a level up. That's the only reason you're still here or here at all, right? Is to gain something, get something, learn something, find something, go through something, and come out on the other side. So Spirit is asking, can you pretend, right? Or can you truly trust? Either way is fine. Spirit is not going to hold it against you if you're faking it until you make it, as they say. Can you pretend, or can you actually trust that what's happening in your life right now, what's going on around you, where you are, is exactly where you need to be and exactly what you need to get in order to level up? So what I don't mean is, if you're in a shitty relationship or a bad job or a rough neighborhood or whatever, it's because you deserve it and you need it and whatever. No, not deserve doesn't fucking play into this. What it is you're going to be presented the challenges and opportunities that are necessary for you to awaken, to become more conscious, to recognize things about yourself, patterns about yourself, ways that the relationships you're in now rhyme with the relationships you had growing up with your parents or what have you. You know what I'm saying? Scorpio is, whenever I do a video for Scorpio, we get to go really deep, and I have a lot of Scorpio planets myself, so forgive me if this gets a little heavy for you, but I can't imagine that a person with too many Scorpio placements would find this heavy. They would just find it to be true, right? Things are really hard sometimes, and difficult things change us. They alter us. They forge us as a sword is forged in fire and ice, right? What if you could believe that if you decide to participate, and that's the important part, that if you decide to participate, that you can be forged? Because let's not get it fucking twisted. Life can run us over. And especially when we give up, life can really run us over because we're not even putting up any kind of resistance or any kind of like, I don't believe that, or I don't buy what you're saying to me. You know what I mean? Spirit wants you to get a taste of your power, and you are the sign of power. How can you empower yourself in the situation that you're in? What can you recognize? What does it offer you? Because it is offering you something, even if it is, oh, I'm never doing this again. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Trusting that the universe has a plan and being able to actually co-create, it's kind of a prerequisite. Because if we think that life is just happening to us, then we kind of opt out of co-creating. But let me tell you this, spoiler alert, when we opt out of co-creating, all it means is that like the chips fall where they may, instead of us like intending for certain chips to go certain places. So don't opt out, opt in. Engageism over escapism, all right? Okay, so what if it is a plan? And what is this exact set of people? The shitty ones and the beautiful ones. What are they showing me? What are they teaching me? Is this overbearing parent teaching me boundaries? Is this absent partner showing me how I abandoned myself and rhyming with it so that I can learn not to do that anymore? You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let's get into the story of your month, Scorpio. Spirit. What do you want to share with Scorpio? Wow. Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising. In the month of October, Spirit, what do Scorpios need to know for their highest good? Where are they in their story? And what is the trajectory that they're on? Where have they been? And how is that affecting where they're going? And Spirit, how can Scorpio get to their future in the most pleasurable, abundant, peaceful, enjoyable, loving way possible? How can Scorpio experience the most fulfillment possible in the month of October? Most understanding, most joy, most peace, most love, most passion. That's important. For Scorpio, in the month of October, Spirit, Scorpio's sun, moon, rising, and dominant people, what do they need to know for their highest good? Let's see what we got here, Scorp. Okay. All right. I need Spirit saying one more, so that's what we'll get. One more, please, for Scorpio. Scorpio in October, Spirit. What do they need to know? Their highest good. Okay, that was it. All right. Ooh, okay. Wow. Now then. Making some adjustments. Wow. Beautiful. Okay. Bear with me, Scorpio. Spirit's doing a lot of talking. And I need just one more. Because I can see some of y'all are in a rut. Fixed signs, right? And listen, again, I have plenty of planets in Scorpio, so I'm not speaking from a high horse. I get it. We can get stuck thinking we know everything, that there's nothing new under the sun. That is not the case. And Spirit would like you to keep your eyes open. Wow. Well, geez, I was going to pull one, but Spirit threw three out. Oh, keep your eyes open. No kidding. Keep your eyes open. Leo. Oh, wow. Okay, do y'all know any Leos? Okay, I don't know why that popped up. Keep your eyes open. I think this sun card is telling me Leo. So for some of you, Scorpio, there's a Leo prominent in your life. Keep your eyes open. Speak the truth. See the truth. Be the truth. Let's talk about it. Goodness. Okay, Scorpio, here you are. Center of your reading, the beginning of your story, where you find yourself at the beginning of October. Making new plans, rearranging some things, redistributing some of your resources. And what are resources? Money, yes. Time, effort, energy, mental bandwidth. What's working for me? What's not? I'm actually hearing literal budget, like some of you all have goals that you want to meet, and it's like, if I want to sign this lease, or if I want to buy this property, or if I want to gain this or make that or pay off debt or whatever, then I need to do these things differently. This is an excellent month to put your money where your mouth is. Crossing your reading, Page of Swords, you know, I gotta say, I feel like some of you are kicking somebody to the curb. I feel like some of you, there's someone who is kind of, Spirit is now singing Cyndi Lauper. I see your true colors shining through. Like, somebody is revealing themselves to be kind of petty and immature and not... These are general readings, of course, right, Scorpio? So I'm feeling different things for different people. Some people, it's like this person is petty and like rude and immature. For some of them, it's just like, oh, this person is... You know, the Spirit said it about you, right? Like, Scorpio, we can get a little bit fixated and think that we know everything. This Page of Swords kind of has that energy. And so, what Spirit was saying earlier about like, oh, hey, how does this relationship rhyme with the way I was raised, or things that go on within me, or whatever? So if somebody is showing up with a little bit petty, a little bit tunnel vision, could they possibly... and maybe not, different things for different Scorpios, could they be showing you ways in which you're being a little bit stubborn or immature or petty? You know what I'm saying? And I don't say that to blame, shame, judge. We don't do that here. The whole point would just be to see things for what they really are. Because the more that we can see things for what they really are, the more access we have to shift them, to change them. Like, we have to understand something before we can work with it, right? Like, I'm sure people were working with uranium before they knew what the fuck it was, and then they died of radiation poisoning. So we need to know what the fuck we're working with, right? I don't know why Spirit gives the examples they give. They just do what they do, and I listen. Now, what's going on inside of you, Scorpio? A rebirth. You are opening up to new things being possible, and that feels really important and precious. Precious. I want to jump to your past. I promise it'll all make sense. We're going to weave it all together. Your innocence and your willingness to be open to new things is super fucking precious, because you're coming from this place. If we have to see this guy in your reading, at least we see him in your past. The devil represents addictions. They can be literal, like addiction to a substance, addiction to a habit, addiction to a person. It is also just anything that makes us feel attached to the point where we feel low. I can't live without this substance or this person or this approval or this whatever. And the devil is a lie, right? You notice that these people, oh, actually, yeah, they depict it differently. Okay, so in the Rider-Waite version of the devil, both of the people that are here, you know, serving underneath the devil, have grown fire-tipped tails. And the idea is, the longer you stay in a hellish environment, the more that you will work to adapt to it, because that's what fucking humans do. It's what we're great at, and that's dangerous. That's dangerous if we're staying with like overbearing narcissistic parent, shitty controlling partner, bad substance abuse problem. Like, it will have us out of alignment with ourselves. It will have us doing and saying things that we don't believe in. And if you are in that position, Scorpio, just be honest with yourself. That's, you know, as they say in like Alcoholics Anonymous and stuff, right? Like, the first step is admitting you have a problem. And that can feel fucking scary. But the truth is that, like, it's only those of us that can acknowledge that we have a problem or something that needs to change that are able to change it, that are able to grow, that are able to empower ourselves. So there's no blame and shame and judgment here. So this is a safe place and a safe time for you to reflect and ask yourself, like, are there any unhealthy environments or dynamics that I'm attached to? And rather than worrying about, I need to get away from them, I need to stop, blah, 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 don't even worry about that. Okay, what are they doing for me? What am I getting out of this dynamic or this addiction or this place or this whatever? The sooner you know what you've been getting out of it, the sooner you can disentangle yourself from it, because you can be like, oh, I can get those things, but in a healthy way. I can get those things in a way that doesn't cost me my integrity or my life force if it was drugs. You know what I mean? Like, do you know what I'm saying, Scorpio? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. I hope it makes sense. Deep concepts. I knew Spirit always goes there when we talk to Scorpio, but okay. Your innocence, your sweetness, your availability is called for because the world wants to bring you magic. Page of Cups going on inside of you. Again, innocence, open heart, a willingness to believe. And then Six of Cups, crowning your reading. So what's showing up for you? Childhood friends, people from the past, maybe even like reunions with family, or even past lovers and old friends that make, like, remind you of a place and time, that take you back to a version of yourself. And maybe for a lot of you, a version of yourself that you would like to recall. And I mean, like, recall as in call back. Like, yes, this is me. This is still me. Where you find yourself. Cups, cups, cups. People wanting to give to you. People wanting to share with you. So again, if any of you find yourselves in positions and places with people who don't want to give, or don't have much to give, or think that withholding is cute, or whatever, if you want to be set free, the opportunity's there. If you're still getting your existential kinky rocks off by being in that situation, that is totally okay too. No blame, no shame, no judgment. In fact, the less that you blame and shame and judge yourself for it, the more likely you are to actually be able to see it for what it is, and then be like, ooh, this isn't for me. Or, ooh, this is for me. That's fine. Spirit, the universe are conspiring to give you a healthier, more pleasant, more peaceful life. Temperance, can we please note the symbolism, the similarity here? This guy is not the problem. The devil is not the problem. The devil made me do it. The devil is just what we have inside. The devil is just our shadow side. You don't deserve, you're not worth it, or you can only have if this, that, all the bullshit, all the internalized shitty bullshit from our childhood that, like, our parents accidentally, in many cases, shoved upon us. You're working that shit out. You're bringing it into the sun. Sunlight, as they say, is the best disinfectant. Be true. Be real. See the truth for yourself, and then you, like, your path becomes so much clearer when you know the truth and when you speak the truth. I'm not saying you're lying. I'm not saying any of that, but Scorpio, you and I both know we can play it close to the vest. You are meant to be moved this month. Literally, figuratively. 8 of Wands, communication. The lines are open. Resumes, send them out. Cover letters, ship them. Cold DMs, cold calls. If you want a new job, if you want something else, like if you want to move somewhere, start sending emails, start applying places, start making calls. I see you making a smart decision, probably signing some papers, some kind of contracts in the very near future. You will benefit from not signing any contracts while you're still operating under this type of energy. Again, notice the similarities in the symbolism. It's very easy to be this person. It's very easy to think you're doing justice, but actually be serving the devil, right? So do yourself justice. Life in all these cards. It's trying to hand you cups. Want to give you this cup. Want to give you this cup. Want to give you this cup. I don't want your fucking cup. I want these cups. I want my shitty empty cups that I was supposed to have 10 years ago. Man, it's like, no. What Spirit, God, universe has for you is better. So uncross your arms and open up to, man, maybe I don't know everything. Maybe I don't know what's best for me. Maybe I don't know, like, what would make me happiest. Maybe life, spirit, universe has a much bigger, brighter plan in mind for me when I am true to myself. When I speak my truth and walk my talk, I'm going to be feeling on top of the world. I'm going to feel like myself. Damn, that makes me happy. How's that hitting you, Scorpio? How do you feel? I'd be very curious if you want to share stories, questions, comments. Let me know below. If this was helpful, I'd love it if you'd hit that thumbs up or even that subscribe. Or hit the thumbs down if it didn't work for you. That helps too. Helps me improve my craft. I really appreciate you taking your time and spending it with me, Scorpio, and I hope that that time you invested pays for itself many, many times over. I hope you have a beautiful month, and if I don't see you in any of the Sunday vlogs, then I hope I'll see you in your November birthday reading. Bye, Scorpio.